Hey guys, so today we're going to do Unit 7, Lesson 5, Inverse Trig. So what we have been doing is we've known the angle and we're trying to find a side. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do the inverse and we're going to know the sides. We got to find an angle. So what you're going to do is exactly what you did before, right? I'm looking for angle A, so I'm going to mark angle A. And then I'm going to label the sides according to that angle, exactly like what I did before. So this is my hypotenuse. This is my adjacent because it's touching that side, right? This angle is touching the adjacent side, and this is opposite. Okay, so now I need to figure this out. I know A and I know H. So if you remember your trig functions, I've got SO, which is sine, is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Forgive my handwriting. And tangent is opposite over adjacent, right? So if I'm looking at this, which one has A and H in it? Oh, well, that's cosine. So I'm going to use the cosine, cosine of angle A is equal to A over H. Well, I put 24 in for A because that's my adjacent side. And I put 25 in for H because that's my hypotenuse side. Now here's where we have to get a little bit fancy. You need to use Desmos, but if you type this into Desmos like this, it's not going to understand what you're talking about. So what you need to do is when you type into Desmos, you're going to say cosine, and then you're going to write -1 as a power. So this tells Desmos that you're doing the inverse function, okay? Okay, so I had a tech issue, so now we're going to go and do this again. So you're going to type into Desmos, cosine -1, and then you're going to put into parentheses 24 over 25. Sorry, it's taking me so long to do this, but I'm trying to use a new app, and it's really annoying. So this right here is what you're going to type into Desmos. Cosine -1, 24 over 25. And you're going to end up with, make sure you're in degrees, by the way. Make sure you're in degrees. You don't want to be in radians. We're not doing radians, not until you get to pre-calc, okay? Don't have to do radians in geometry. Your answer is going to be, I think it's 16.26 degrees. I am not liking this drawing app. I think I'm going to adjust it. So angle A, so A is going to be equal to 16.26 degrees. So if this side is 24 and this side is 25 and it's a right triangle, this one has to be 16.26. And then you can just use the sum of the angles of a triangle theorem to find angle B. And you're good to go. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So write this down because I'm going to turn this off. No, I'll just go over here. So let's do the same thing over here. Okay. So I'm going to do, it says find angle B. So I'm going to mark my angle. And then I need to label my sides. So my right angle is here. It's pointing to this side, so this must be H. The angle is touching this side, so that must be the adjacent side. And then I'm looking across, and this must be O, because it's not touching. It's across from the angle that I labeled. So the two sides that I know are O and A. O and A goes with tangent. So now, if I was doing this by hand and had to use a paper table, yeah, Mrs. Centron and I had to do that, you know, back with Thomas Jefferson when we had to walk in the snow both ways to get to school. The tangent of A is going to be equal to the opposite over the adjacent. I'm going to put O over A. Oh, this thing's annoying, but it's working. I'm in a hurry. That's why we're doing it this way. O over A. Stupid thing. Okay, you guys get to see my frustration level rise as this thing lags. Okay. But remember, that's not what I type into Desmos. What I type into Desmos is, come on here. Oh my God. Tangent. Sorry, it takes forever. Oh, whoops, and that should have been a B, shouldn't it? So let's turn this into a B. Sorry. B. Tan -1, right? Because the Desmos isn't as smart as you. It doesn't know what it's doing. And then I'm going to put 15 in for O, because that's the O side. ignore the bell. And then I'm going to put 8. It does not mean you guys get to leave. That's just the bell while I was recording on the bottom. And this is what I'm going to put into Desmos. What do I get? What magical number do I get? Okay, and so what you're going to get for your answer here should be 61. Oh my gosh, this is going to kill me. This lag is killing me. 0.93. So your answer is going to be that angle B. So angle B, it's hard to read these notes, but you guys can handle it, I think. Angle B is equal to 61.93. See, the whole point of doing these videos is so that you don't have to deal with all this junk of me taking forever to do stuff, and yet you're having to deal with forever because I'm taking forever because of the lag on the computer. But does that kind of make sense that you can't? This is how you would type it in on paper. Tan B equals over A, or cosine A equals 24 over 25. And if you were doing this using the tables like we used to have to do on paper, that's great, but that's not. We're going to use Desmos, and this is how you put it into Desmos because Desmos is our friend. Yes? Okay, so now everyone's copied this down. I'm going to exit the drawing, and we're going to go to the next page. Hold on, let me move my face. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're looking at this one, and let's try a different way to do this. Hold on a sec. Okay, so we're going to try this using the Smartboard pen and stick, so it should go faster. So we're looking for angle A, so we mark angle A, and then we're going to mark all our sides. So here's my right angle. It's pointing this way, so this must be H. My angle is touching the hypotenuse and also the adjacent side, and this is going to be my opposite side. So now I'm looking at what I know. Well, I know the A and I know the O. So remember, sine is opposite and hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent and hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite and adjacent. Well, I've got the opposite and adjacent sign here, so I must be using tangent. So if I was doing this old school, it would be tan A equals 7 over 4, right? But remember, I got to put this into Desmos. Desmos can't handle that A. It doesn't know what you're talking about. It does understand this, though, because I'm doing inverse trig, right? Tan -1, because I'm doing the opposite. It used to be I'd have my x over where the numbers are, and I'd have a number where the angle is. That's trig. Inverse trig is when I have an x where the angle is, or a variable where the angle is, and numbers where my sides are, right? So this is telling Desmos exactly what you're doing. Okay. And when you put this into Desmos, you should get 60.26 for your degrees. So angle A is 60.26. For the fun of it, that would mean if this was 60.26, let's see if I can make that 60.26. If I went back and I did all my math, this would be 29.74. That's a 7. Because angle A plus angle B plus angle C has to add up to 180. So if I know what angle A is, then I can find angle B because I know two angles, and the sum of angles is always 180. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's do this. Find angle B. And Ms. Cintron gave us this example. I didn't do the notes. Gave us all the sides, so let's figure this one out. Well, here's my right angle. It's pointing to this side, so that's H. My angle is also touching this side, which is A, and so this side is O. I can pick any one I want, and I personally love sine. Sine is my favorite. So I'm going to say sine of B, right, is equal to my opposite over my hypotenuse, so equals 8 over 17. But that's not how I solve it. I have to put it into Desmos, so I'm going to say sine inverse is, and then parentheses, sorry, 8 over 17. And I will get 28.07. Okay. Just for the fun of it, let's prove this, right? Hold on, let me move this up here. Okay. So angle B is 28.07. But what if I use a different function? I should still get the same angle measurement because I'm still talking about B. So let's do cosine. Cosine of B is going to be 15/17, right? Because I do the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And guess what? If I type this into Desmos with this different numbers, but as a cosine, guess what'll happen? I get the same value. And I should get the same value. The angle doesn't change, right? Angle B is still going to be 28 degrees. It doesn't matter what I put in. It's still going to be that value. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Test it. Check it out. Do not do Delta Math. There is not a Delta Math assignment. This is a math space. Okay. Go to math space. Oh my gosh. Ms. Barnett should not be allowed to be writing with a pen and the mouse. I wish you had a video from like behind me looking down because you would laugh. All right, guys. If you have any questions, stop us and ask.